What is good, everybody? It is Smuggler back again with part 4 of Risk of Rain 2. Now, last part's episode we didn't have any audio, but we were showing off the handy restoration mod. But in today's episode, we're going to take a step away from mods, and we're going to play a Monsoon run, which is I haven't played much of Monsoon, but to what I've heard from some of the boys in the Discord, it's pretty difficult going into higher rounds. But we're gonna play it safe. We're gonna go with arguably one of the best classes in the game at the moment, being the Engineer. So let's just get right into this, guys. And we're starting off on Titanic Plains. Now, for those who don't know, the whole gimmick with the Engineer is similar to how the Engineer works in Team Fortress 2. They can place turrets down, they can use, well, the turret Team Fortress 2 doesn't necessarily use grenades anywhere, but you can see the resemblance. And in my opinion, this is one of the characters that have really translated well into Risk of Rain 2. Of course, they can use that turret to take down anything in their path. It can also pop a bubble shield. Yeah, I have enough to go grab the first chest of the game. You know what? I'll take a crowbar. Guess we're just sitting around for a bit, boys. The whole thing of the Engineer is that until you get to higher rounds, it's mainly just sitting around and waiting for stuff to spawn, since you don't really have chance to get really nitty gritty, because the grenades like to bounce off of literally any surface they want to, for example. So it's hard to get some clear shots on certain enemies, since I like to bounce off of anything, including the floor sometimes. Oh, would you look at that? This is an example of where I need to use my mouse 2s to get him. Now, mouse 2 is his mines, which work actually surprisingly well for characters like the Engineer. Oh. Nice. Now, if you wonder why the game's a bit different than last episode, the situation is that my CPU does not like Risk of Rain 2. It takes up a lot of it. Also, that's going to really come in handy, that is. Thank you, game. Now, the whole gimmick with the Engineer is that he's meant to really be a support until we actually get a proper support class in the game, which we don't really have at the moment. Unless you count Handy as support, but in that case you do have him, but he's not in the game properly yet. Open this chest, give me a fungus. You know what? I'll take crowbar only for the possibilities of high rounds. Those attach to him properly. Don't think they do. Yeah, they do. Sorry, it's because I have to put the graphics down in the game, so I'm not sure if things are attaching properly to characters and whatnot. Let's try and drag over what's remains of the yeah. We're gonna go and look for some more chests, since I'm pretty sure I know a couple of spawns for them. If I remember correctly, there should be a few up there, a few down there maybe. So yeah, in today's episode, I just really wanted to talk about, well, I did promise a channel update ages ago, back in January, like 4 months ago now, back when I was doing the Nintendo Direct predictions for a possible January Direct, which we didn't get. So I just wanted to explain what's going on with the channel at the moment. So for those who don't know, I'm in my final year at school at the moment as I'm recording this video, and we have about 2 months until we're done with our finals, and then we're off to college, right? So the reason I haven't been uploading so much is basically that. I just need to put my time and effort towards not this channel at the current moment. Since of course my internet is currently not in the best of states either. Since, again, for those who follow me on Twitter, by the way, go follow my Twitter, it's in the description. I did make a post a while ago. You can probably try and hunt it down in the timeline, but oh nice, bustling fungus. Anyway, as I was saying, I did plan to bring on some more people onto the channel, like do some live streams and stuff, and like I never got around to doing all of that because of the limitations I have, because of the fact that I'm still in that final year at school at the moment, which will be done soon. Don't get me wrong. It's just a matter of the situation being that this is the situation now. I was looking too forward into the future being too ambitious. Place some turrets down here while I get these chests. So basically, that's why I haven't been uploading so much, and that's why instead of doing Nintendo news coverage like it says in my banner, which I really should get around to doing, like there was a post, I think it was like within the next, well, it's probably 2 days ago from when I'm uploading this. I'm not sure when I'm exactly going to upload this, but yeah, they announced Super Mario Odyssey updates and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild updates for Labo VR, which is a whole video in itself I need to do at some point. But again, I haven't had time since it's one. The Labo VR video is kind of one of those videos. It's one of those videos that it's going to be one of those highly edited videos which take a long time to make. Well, not a long time to make. It takes a lot of effort out of me, really. And again, since I have to be busy with school and making sure I get... You see, for those who don't know, I'm from the UK, right? And in order to get the college course that I want, being virtual reality game development, I need some very high grades, actually. I need at least a 4 in most grades, which is completely doable. Don't get me wrong, it's just the fact that I really need to buckle down and make sure I get those grades, otherwise it's going to be a problem me getting into the course I want, because since forever really, I've always wanted to make games, and that's why I've always liked playing games, because I wanted to understand not just what games are and what games can be used as a medium, but how games are made, like the fundamentals behind game development. So yeah, that's really why I haven't been uploading so much, and I'm about to die here. Oh boy, please leave me alone, engineers. I'm honestly about to die. I need to heal. Heal me, funguses, heal me. This is why I wanted bustling fungus, because it makes sure my turrets are basically invincible. And I can stay invincible if I'm by the turrets. Anyway, back to the situation. So that's basically why I haven't been uploading. Like, as soon as like those 2 months pass, I'll make sure to let all you guys know as soon as I can. And I'll be straight back to doing constant videos, and hopefully by then I'll have better internet as well, so possibly a live stream or 2. Now, for those who don't know, I've attempted to do live streams in the past, but I can just mainly do like podcasts and talk shows and whatnot. Because of the fact of my internet being so bad, I can barely stream Smash Bros. Ultimate over on Twitch. I do have a Twitch, by the way. You can go and follow that from when I do get around to streaming. Also, that is going to be really good. Thank you for giving me Soldier Syringe. Thank you for giving me Medkit. Anyway, so for those who don't follow my Twitch, that should be in the description as well of this video. I'll start leaving the Twitch in there as well for future reference. But I do occasionally do bitrate tests, usually on Saturday, and they're like really short, maybe 5-10 minute streams, just to see how my internet can cope with streaming at the moment. Once I have more stable internet, I'll definitely be attempting to live stream at least once a week. Which again, I might not even be able to promise that, because I've promised people daily uploads of Risk of Rain 2, and look how that turned out. But that's because I've just had exams recently, so... God damn it. Leave me alone, wisps. There we go. Let's buy an ultimate attack while I'm here. No, it doesn't hurt to have one. And that definitely doesn't hurt to have. Jesus Christ, thank you, game. Greatly appreciated. Now, what I'm going to do, I am going to go up here, find out any more chests, and then we're going to go down to the teleporter, activate that, and then we're actually going to go past the 2nd level this time. I hopefully we can get past the 2nd level this time, but since it's Monsoon, I can't really guarantee anything. Knowing me, I'm probably going to have like 5 wandering vagrants on the 1st stage. Speak of the devil. Right, let me just put my nades on this. Again, Engineer's alright to play. The situation is he has low survivability until he gets certain items. Leave me alone, please. He's going to do his AoE. F. Yeah, that's the reason I hate Wandering Vagrant. He does this really annoying AoE attack that, like, you need to run for it in order to survive, and that's the problem. Since you're engineer, you can't really run until you get, like, 15 goat hoofs. But I'll take an old world stealth kit. I can't talk today. So yeah, like, what I'm gonna do with the Risk of Rain 2 videos is that I'll do occasional like run videos like this where I'm just playing a normal character that's in the game, and occasionally once the mods start flowing through, like the handy restoration mod was just an example of what the mod is capable of at the moment. Yeah, so basically the idea is that it's gonna be a mix of those normal runs like this and the occasional mod video. And they won't be daily. I'll try to do it daily if possible, but I cannot always guarantee a daily Risk of Rain 2 video, which is unfortunate, but of course, life exists and you have to live it. Alright, I think that's everything in this level. I just have one more scout by the little pond area background here. Again, engine is really slow, so I gotta be really quick about this. So, just gonna check this area. We're gonna move on to either wetlands or aqueduct, and then from there, we're just gonna continue this monsoon run. Now, this is gonna be like this is gonna be a long video, only because of the fact that well, I just want like long videos, so I can just compensate for the lack of uploads by having really long Risk of Rain 2 uploads. That's the idea, at least. Alright, so there doesn't seem to be anything over there, so we'll just pop the teleport and we'll be straight off. Now, I also apologize if the videos aren't being up to scratch as of recent. Again, part 3 I had to upload really quickly considering I had exams the next day, and I needed the video uploaded. So, that's why part 3 didn't have an intro or anything. This video is, of course, going to have an intro. You probably already saw that it has one, and it's been uploaded, edited through whatever, the whatnot. I might even start doing end cards. It really depends on if I can actually get one designed. See, how I like to do videos is that I personally like to get alchemy and handy. Tougher times is always a good item to have, especially in tough times like this. In one of your first Monsoon runs, one of the best characters in the game. But I digress. Let's move over and see if we can find. See, let's go by these 2 chests. Pop these. Put the shield down. Place some. That'll help a lot. And basically, I'm gonna just sit here, grind as much as I need to, grab an item. In this case, it's gasoline, and let's head back. And like I said, the idea is with engineers that you really need to stack your funguses, because then you'll be able to have very high survivability considering the fact that your turrets then just become healing drones, and oh boy, I have both rings. And with that, we almost have enough for the next chest as well. Nice, we have enough for the next chest. Let's move on. From there, we can move on to the next set of chests, and we can just continue the cycle over and over again. And War Banner, that was the item I was hoping I'd get on this level. Thank you, game. So, let's have a look around the aqueduct. And see what we can find chest related. Hopefully we get some good items. I'm hoping for a red item in the next 2 stages. Otherwise, I might die by hell. And hell, for those who don't know, is the 4th stage in the game. The one we don't really have a name for. Well, it has a name, but we just don't really know whether to call it by its name or just call it hell. I call it hell since it's easier. Hopefully stuff will begin to start spawning. There we go. Nice, nice. You can open the chest now. Come on, red item. I'll take a second war banner. Let's just hope I get the required funds for these next chests, and we already have it. That was quick. And a second Kajaro's band. That is going to be nice to have high rounds. Now, we almost have our second turret almost ready to redeploy, so we're going to move on to the next area of the stage. Look for some more chests, deploy the turrets. And would you look at that, we already have another chest. As you can see, the turrets are still making money for me on the other side of the map as well, while I look for the rest of these as well, which is great. That's the one plus about the engineer. Then what I can do here is I can just open this chest quickly. You know what? I kind of needed that. And here's an example of where free money comes into play on a Monsoon run. Place that chest down. Oh boy, it's a blazing one. Oh boy, oh boy. Leave me alone. I got to pop this. I didn't want to this early. God damn it, I need healing. I need to go. I need to dip. Okay, there's teleport. That's good to know. I'm just gonna absolutely run for it while I heal myself up. This is the thing with Monsoon runs. You have to be really quick, otherwise the difficulty catches up to you quite quickly, and you're not used to being on high rank. Oh boy, this already is not looking good for me. Honestly, just look for the rest of the chest and just absolutely just make a runner for it, because that Greater Wisp is known to one-shot in Monsoon. That's what I've heard on the Discord, so I have to be really careful. But half health up anyway, so that's alright. I think it would be better if I get a cautious slug in the next round or two. This is why I was hoping for a red item, because of this exact situation happening. Because we have so much spawning on stage 2 already. Things are getting way too hectic for my liking. This we'll have 2 clay Doomstriders. And luckily, the bands synergize really well, so you can get really high damage really quickly. As you can see, I'm starting to dip into the sub 30 FPS here because of my CPU not liking this game. Let's just be happy about the fact we didn't get a media weapon, otherwise that would have been a problem. Leave me alone, Greater Wisp. Listen, let's hit to kill this thing, and then I'll probably get the level up, and then the banner will show up, and that'll make life so much easier for me. Banner incoming any second now. It'd be great to pop the banner any second now. There we go. Blazing enemies are everyone's worst nightmare in this game at the moment until they get nerfed. No, let's try and make this quick. Let's get rid of who we can before we end up dying by staying in the stages too long. I'm out of here. We got what we need. We got what we needed, boys. We got what we needed. Let's go. We'll be fully healed by the time we get to the next stage as well, which makes life easier. And with that, we're on to... I forget what this stage is called, actually. Rally Point. There we go. Oh boy, this guy already. Thank God for crowbars. Am I right, boys? Alright, oh boy, this is getting interesting already. Leave me alone. Run, 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 run. Absolutely run for it. Pop the turrets. Activate the shield. We ain't doing this today. Come on. Something. Anything. You know, didn't really need gasoline. I got the bands. I needed those pair of glasses anyway. 3D printers submit the one actually in Miscreant 1. I learned that yesterday. Plus, see, they added a lot of new stuff, even though the game literally just went into early access. That didn't hit one of my drones. That's a bad thing. Let's run for it. Oh. Nice. Rusty metal boxes give you 3 items for free. I think 1 spawned to the stage, so that's alright actually. I can already hear the imps. I see the bulls spawning already, which is oh boy, leave me alone. Oh, okay, this is good. I wanted this guy to spawn early. That's good. I'm setting up here for a bit then. I wanted this guy to spawn because he is really overpowered in high rounds. I really needed him to spawn this map. That's why I was so paranoid about getting to Ray Point quickly, or hell. Or Red Item even. I just needed something. If this guy didn't spawn, I needed a backup thing. In that case, it would have been the red item. So now, basically, just gotta grind. This is insane. Stuff should be spawning quite quickly as well, which makes life really easy for me. Oh, there we go. Here's the spikes. Here's the frame spikes. Not frame spikes, lag spikes. What am I saying? God. What I might do is run around the map, see what I can spawn, and then run back to that area. And hopefully not die. No, that's the game plan. We're going to run around, get chests, and pray we don't die. Okay, that's 2 golems and a second soldier syringe. That makes life easier for me. Let's get some spawning, boys. This is literally the game plan. Spawn anything you can and then run back to where the turrets are. Yeet. As you can see, I have the Legion following me at the moment, boys. So, oh, I needed that. Thank you, game. I can actually survive into high rounds now with that item. Thank you. Now I can see where my turrets are. That's good. Now I'm just gonna absolutely run for it, since I have literally everything under the sun and more running after me. So I'm just gonna get back in here. That's exactly what I wanted. This should be enough to get me. Oh, that was a close one. Also, with all this enemy killing, I might actually be able to get the level up banner as well, which would make life much easier for me actually. Oh boy, we got more again. Literally, the plan is get this guy ASAP, because then I'd actually be able to survive, since this guy would be absolutely saving me. I might even send this guy forward now, since that's going to get me a lot of thingy. That's exactly what I wanted. Come on, we're halfway there pretty much, boys. We can do this. Now we're almost in impossible. I mean, enemy spawn should be getting quite bad by the time we get to hell, which is pretty bad. But we have this guy, which should compensate for that. Oh boy. I thought the invisible enemy bug was happening. That would be bad if it was. Come on, I need stuff to spawn already. Thank God. I may not have gasoline anymore, but oh no, this might be bad. Okay, sorry about that. Oh no, invisible enemies might actually... Oh, okay. It's either they're being invisible or they're dying so quickly that I'm not seeing them before they die, which is actually a good thing. Because if I was getting the invisible enemy bug and I was in impossible mode, I would be quaking. Popping that. Numerians are absolutely annoying on high rounds. It's not the boss monsters you have to do, but over an overloaded magma one. That is something you need to worry about. But if you get like a swarm of Lumerians or like imps or just anything on high rounds, and you don't have the necessary items to get rid of them all in a fast amount of time, good luck, I say. Good goddamn luck. Now, we're into impossible. We should be going into ha-ha pretty quickly here, boys. Almost enough to buy this. We get about 100 per golem, so if we get like a few more golems, we're alright. Let's pop the shield. Well, we're almost there, boys. Alright, let's just sit and wait. Hopefully something spawns soon, boys. Ah. This is where the stuff started disappearing to. Nice. Okay, we got him. Right, we can move out of here now. We have the prototype. We can leave. That's literally the only thing I wanted. Even oh god, he's gonna get stuck in there, isn't he? Bad idea. I don't know where the teleporter is. That makes life even harder for me because if we get, I might just activate the teleporter sooner than expected here, boys. Which might be a problem. With all that grinding though, we have enough to... Yeah, the prototype's gonna get stuck in there. God damn it. I'm gonna have to activate the teleporter then sooner than expected, unfortunately. I might get all the items, but... Oh boy, oh boy. Where is he? There's the mad lad. I knew he'd show up eventually. Come on, gotta kill this guy. There we go. No damage done to Magma Worm yet. Let's go, boys. Oh, but Big Boy's coming, though. Don't worry about that. Big Boy is on the way. Is he stuck? Oh, he's getting closer. Big Boy is getting closer. Oh, yeah. Big Boy's here. Big Boy has 100% entered the building. Yep, and yep, I had a feeling that would happen. See, Magma Worms hate the engineer for some reason. They just always show up on the bottom of the engineer, and they'll one-shot him no matter what happens. So we're going to call that a day for this run. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, guys.